Hey everybody, welcome back to our Baja adventure. We're down here on the Pacific Ocean at a place called Coyote Cal's, and we're gonna head inland in this episode.
I'm super excited because we're gonna be going from sea level to 10,000 feet today. So I feel that we have an adventure ahead of us because it's gonna be a wild day and tons of fun.
It sure is gonna be different than down here on the coast. Let's go see what lies up ahead.
Yeah, I packed my 0-degree sleeping bag, which I think is gonna come in handy tonight.
I packed you. All right, here we go. Oh, isn't this just beautiful? What a place to be. What a great day. I love it so much. Mira esto. Look at this. The Pacific Ocean. It's so good for a person from the desert like myself. What a way to start the day, huh? Riding on a dirt road right next to the Pacific Ocean. And boy, we're in for an adventure today. Look at this, there's a campfire ring here. You could camp right down next to the ocean here. How beautiful is that? Eva's on her F850 GS BMW and I'm on my Husqvarna 701 long range. 300-mile range on this motorcycle, which is just awesome. Sheep. Oh, how cute. Look at the little ones. Aww. Yeah. Rancho Tampico. This has got to be one of the best roads I've ever ridden down here in Baja. So good. It's just my favorite to be riding on a dirt track that's rugged with the ocean right next to you and these green mountains and oh, just delicious. And now we're going back into the land. We're going away from the ocean. We're gonna get back to the main pavement. But what a spectacular way to wake up. Just so happy this morning. This is something else. Look at those olas, those waves out there. They're breaking about 6 feet tall. And here comes Eva on her 850 GS. Woo! Isn't this the best road ever?
This is great. This is fantastic.
So good. Dirt road right next to the ocean. Oh, I love it so much. If I had to pick what would be some of my absolute favorite kinds of roads to ever ride, this would definitely be on top of the list. An adventurous but not too challenging dirt road on the side of the mountains with the ocean right next door. So I'm just moseying along, really taking my time, enjoying this beautiful ride. Can ride right down onto the beach there if you wanted to. Now we're gonna climb up a little bit over here, not this road to the right. We'll save that for another day. Beautiful. I'm gonna go right up the middle. But you can go ahead of me, that way if you tip over I can help you out. Come on, you got it, girl, you got it. Give it the gas, don't stop. Sometimes that's the worst thing when you stop on a hill and you have to get started again. She did great. That's pretty rugged. Haha, that was a little expert section there.
Ooh, that was a ringer.
Yeah. And Eva did so good. I'm so proud of her. She just crushed that hill right when she needed to do it. And it's not easy. Sometimes when you hit a challenge like that, it feels like you've never done it. And it can be intimidating and scary. And you just got to get through it. And she did great. Well, that was just great. There's no doubt about it. That can be very intimidating. Going up a steep, loose, rocky hill like that with a, an edge that you could fall off on one side, and holy cow, she just did fantastic. That's a real confidence booster for her. And we're out here on big bikes. We're not on little bikes. We're not looking for the hardest, gnarliest single track. That's probably a good example of about how hard of a section we want to do. Here's a little sand. Beautiful day for a bicycle ride. And there's the town dump right there. Look at that. Here's someone picking up the trash. Good work, buddy. You got a long ways to go. And now we are dropping back down to the pavement where we were yesterday, where we did our phone call at lunch. You can see the vineyards off in the distance over here. We're at about 700 feet of elevation, so still pretty close to sea level. And it's strange to think that this afternoon we're going to be riding up to 10,000 feet. That is a humongous change in altitude. That's something that I would think of down in the Andes, down in Peru, or somewhere like that. So this is one south, but I just wanted you guys to see what it's like so that you know what the main paved highway looks like and how easy it is. When you're getting gas down here, you always want to ask for the red, the Rojo, and that's the premium. We're looking for a place to eat lunch. This is how it works down here in Baja. You've got a lot of choices. Regular old restaurants, or these little roadside kiosks like over here. A lot of times you can see pictures, so you kind of get an idea of what they serve. But some basic Spanish vocabulary is helpful so that you know what kind of restaurant you're getting into. One of the specialties down here is seafood, or mariscos. And carne is meat. It's always nice to try to get a ringside seat. In other words, park our motorcycles next to where we're going to eat. That way you can keep an eye on things.
So we are all stocked up on groceries, and we are headed up this twisty road into the mountains. It's some sort of national park or reserve, and I'm looking forward to finding out where we end up tonight. So I had to look it up because I wanted to get the name right. This is Parque Nacional Sierra de San Pedro Mártir. I got that right. That's a mouthful.
100 kilometers. No gasolina, no tiendas. No gas, no stores. We're leaving civilization behind. Apparently there's an observatory at the end of this road. We'll see if we can make it that far. It might take a few hours to get to the end of the road, and it's already 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm not sure exactly how high we're gonna get if we make it to the top, but I suspect it will be somewhere up around 8,000 to 10,000 feet of elevation, and I think it'll be a lot colder. Well, this is absolutely superb. It's a long, unbroken line of pavement with just one curve after another. It's smooth, there's no gravel in the corners, there's no potholes, and there's no traffic out here either. And I'm probably about 20 miles into the ride so far, and we've just cracked 1,100 feet of elevation, so quite a ways to go yet. But this is a delightful road. I would say if you're traveling down into Baja on a street bike, a touring bike or a sport bike, and you want to get off the main Highway 1, this would be an excellent choice. You get on this road right from Highway 1, and it's just delightful. And I love that we're doing it with the sun at our back. It would be a lot worse to be going the other direction with the sun in your face, you wouldn't be able to see where you're going, but that's key right now. Okay, we're at 3,000 feet now. 4,000 feet. Well, this is just beautiful up here. We're about halfway up into the mountains to the observatory up in the national park. It's got to be one of the best motorcycling roads in Baja. It's just a twisty 2-lane road with a center line, and it just twists and turns and twists and turns continuously. We haven't even made it to the top yet.
We've been on this road, I don't know, what did you say, maybe an hour or so? Hour and a half, and it's just been a gorgeous pavement ride. And I feel like you can't ask for a better day of motorcycling. We had a fantastic off-road beach ride this morning, and then this is gorgeous pavement. It doesn't get any better.
I want to be able to mount my second GoPro camera on the front of the bike so I can get a shot of myself riding up these roads. So I think I've got what I need in here because I just got a new GoPro camera and it came with the adhesive mount that I believe I need. Came in this handy case too, which is pretty cool because now I can put all my cables and charging accessories inside of here. But the piece that I'm looking for is this piece, which you would mount on your helmet to attach a GoPro. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to mount it on the front of the motorcycle. We'll see how that goes. I'll peel off the backing here. I don't use these on my helmet anymore. I use this Dango Designs gripper mount, which I absolutely love. Here goes, placing it on right there.
If you're impressed by the cinematography in these scenes, you can just say that it's because I am such a natural and I'm just so good at it. I'm so good at filming on the GoPro because I learned from the master.
Then the last thing, very important, is to plug the microphone in so I can record the helmet audio. Seem good?
I think that's great.
Okay, lock it down. Off we go.
Okie dokie.
The image stabilization in these GoPros is pretty incredible these days, so I'm hoping that the footage looks acceptable even though it's mounted on the windscreen, which in the past would have just been not usable at all. It would have been vibrating too much. But we'll see how it does. And you guys are having a look at what that looks like right now. I'm curious to see myself when the day is done. Wow, you can see that some of these guardrails are completely smashed through. It looks like a large vehicle went over the edge up here at one point in time. Look down here. Not a place you want to go over the edge of the cliff. That is such an incredible view behind me. Wow. Observatorio, 29 kilometers. Parque Nacional, 7 kilometers. And we're at 5,000 feet of elevation now. Top of the world. There's a sign that just said, "Don't disturb the condors." So perhaps some condors fly around up in this area. That's pretty cool. We're at 6,000 feet of elevation now. $7,000, baby. I just got the lowdown. We can't go into the national park. It closes at 4 o'clock, but we can camp out up here. And we have wood, we can build a fire, so we're gonna be okay.
How cool is this? It's so rad. The rocks are insane. It's like we're in an entirely different world. It's so cool.
I was not expecting to have these gigantic ponderosa, I'm guessing, pines. I'm not a pine expert, but we're definitely up in the pine forest like they said we were going to be. And it's cooled off and we've got a good place to camp. I think we're not doing too bad considering that it's closed. And maybe we can ride up there in the morning. I think it opens during the day. It just closes at 4 p.m. All right.
What year is your bike? Mine's a
2020.
2020. ¿Tiene cambio? Sí. It's chilly up here, but it's awesome. And I think I've got plenty of warm stuff.
So it looks like tonight we're gonna have chicken wings, corn on the cob, and avocados. That should be pretty good. We're just gonna wrap these chicken wings up in tin foil and put them over on the barbecue grill.
Okay, those are getting really good. These are gonna be so good. I'm gonna let them go a little longer, but that looks awesome.
So we're just about ready to eat our chicken wings, and I know from experience that chicken wings can be really messy. And I was wondering, how are we gonna clean our hands and our faces eating these messy chicken wings? And then I remembered, I've got these things right here. These things are really cool. They're actually like dehydrated towels. So I'll show you how it works, but you just open up this little tiny package here, add some water, and before you know it, you have like a cloth towel like that big. Here's how it works. There we go. Look at that, magic happen, okay? It expanded out, and then when we open it up here, you're gonna see that it actually maybe I need just a little bit more water. Feels like it's just not quite there yet, okay? I'm gonna put a little more on. Look at that. Isn't that cool? We've got a whole moist towel right there.
This is the coolest. This is like perfect for chicken wings. So cute, and I thought it was a breath mint.
You don't want to eat it because then it expands in your stomach. Oh, they smell good.
Smell like wings. Ooh, that is awesome. My corn is so perfect. How's your corn? Is it perfect?
I think it's going to be pretty good.
This is a good looking dinner, Sterling.
Yeah.
Thanks for cooking tonight. Mmm. Delicioso. Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yummy.
Oh. Well, there you go, guys. Another example of how you don't have to eat bad food while you're out motorcycling. Even in a place like Mexico where we're not familiar with the stores and the shops and what they have available, we found it. We found a few things. We made a really good meal tonight. Barbecued chicken wings, corn on the cob, avocado. It's good, it's healthy, and man, it really is good.
It's really good. My corn is delicious.
Well, that's it for this Baja adventure. There's going to be more coming up, so stick around for those. But I think this was a pretty good episode. We started down at the ocean, rode along the rocks next to the water there, and then came up to over 8,000 feet of elevation on a beautiful paved road up to this pine forest. That was a good day of motorcycling, so
yeah,
I'm pretty happy.
It was a very diverse day, and it's crazy to be up in the mountains. I always think of Baja as beaches and warm weather, and we're up here and it's chilly. The water was frozen when we woke up this morning, and now it's hot coffee and time to hit the road again.
It's a different world up here, so if you do come down, ride your motorcycles in Baja, even if you're not the real off-road adventurous type, you can stick to the pavement and come all the way up here to this national park. A different world, very beautiful, very fortunate to have made it up here. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.